I can predict the future because at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., I can tell you how my day's going to go. Just because I know it starts on what time I wake up in the morning. I noticed a long time ago, the time I wake up, the difference it makes on my entire day, on my energy, on my mood, on every decision I make, from what I eat to what I do. And this is not a video about, hey, you have to wake up early. That works for me. Doesn't work for everyone. This is about finding yourself and keeping track of your rhythms, your cycles, when you work best, when you work worst, when you time your life with your energy, right? For me, waking up early is great. It also sucks. No secrets there. So I have a few things that I've learned because I wanted to wake up early. I noticed a difference, but it's also very tough to do it. So kind of 3 hacks that I've been using for years now to make sure that I'm waking up early. And at this point, it's not even something I think about. It's just something I do. It's who I am, right? So, but back in the beginning, especially in the beginning, it was super tough because I was a cop and I worked different shifts. I could be doing a midnight one day, and then the next day I'm doing an afternoon shift, and then I'm doing a morning shift. So how do I wake up consistently when I didn't even have a consistent time I went to bed or woke up? But through that, noticing my changes, me leaving my job early and retiring 10 years ahead of schedule is because I made it a point to sit up and have those 5 o'clock in the morning wake ups where I wrote everything out, cleared my head, and I knew how important that was. So number 1 is make it easy. As easy as you can possibly make it. It's like, I know we say put the phone on one side of the room. I'm talking like, if you have slippers, your slippers are at the side of the bed. Your clothes are already out. If there's a light in your bathroom, either a night light or a motion light, so you don't have to touch a light switch. I mean, that is broken down to the T. For coffee, I like my Nespresso machine, but it's just too damn noisy. You can't do it consistently. So we have an instant coffee. And then boiling water was tough because I'd also fall asleep sometimes, fall back asleep while you're boiling water. So not a good idea to set the house on fire. Got a instant hot water, right? Taking everything out of it so that all I have to do is the same exact routine every day. Things are where they're supposed to be. Socks are ready. It's all set. Coffee is made. All I have to do is pull a handle. Milk is right there. Same exact stuff. That was number 1 with changing how I woke up. Making it easy and making it automatic and looking for ways to literally taking the spoon out of the cabinet, like spoon is out and ready to go. In the cup, all done. Has to be done for you to put any chance of waking up early, right? Then the second part is you got yourself up. And you could get yourself up one day, but sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh God, I have to do this every day, right? It's not the one thing you can't get through. It's thinking about the rest of it, the rest of the month, the rest of the year. I can't do this forever. Then the brain creeps in and then you have all these thoughts about how you can't do something. So number 2 is make it optional. So I don't put pressure on myself. When I was waking up, now I wake up and I kind of read and I do my, my thought stuff, my brain work in the morning. But at one point I was waking up early and going to the gym. If I thought I had to wake up and go to the gym, I could have made it as easy as possible. I still don't want to get out of bed. But what I would do is say, you know what? I'm just going to wake up and have a cup of coffee. And I'm going to drive to the gym. That's it. I'm going to sit out front and I like to read. So I'm going to read in the parking lot. If I don't go in, that's okay. I already won for the day. Just getting here and reading is all I need to do. So by lowering that bar, it changed how I looked at it. I wasn't waking up to go to the gym. I was waking up to go have a cup of coffee in quiet with 3 kids and read. And if I didn't go to the gym, I didn't go to the gym. The funny part is maybe 1 or 2 times I actually didn't go into the gym for whatever reason. But because I was there, I was doing something I liked anyway. And sometimes I'd read longer than others. Sometimes I'd read quick and want to get in there. You can't control your energy for the day. And if you try to control your energy and what you do, you're never going to do anything. Because if you don't feel like doing something today, you don't have to do it. You're just not going to do it. But by putting that optional thing in place, you did it because you wanted to do it. And some days the energy is higher, some days it's lower, but you were still there. And you were doing something you're like, I don't care if you wake up in the beginning, wake up and go play video games, right? You want something quiet, wake up and do something you want to do that you can't do any other time. Whether it be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour, fine. Make that your beginning. Make it optional. Set that bar really low. sometimes now when I'm not going to the gym in the morning, I'll wake up, make the cup of coffee, and say, all I got to do is just get the coffee ready, and then you can go back to sleep on the couch. And sometimes I fall back asleep for 15, 20 minutes. It depends on the day. You don't beat yourself up over it. You just make the habit. And now at this point, if you're tired, you just still go through the routine. But sometimes, long as I have the cup of coffee made, I can fall back asleep on the couch. I did what I was supposed to do for the day. When you set that low bar, it's easy to continually step over it. By stepping over it, you build that confidence. And then the third is making it consistent. My alarm goes off at 5 o'clock every day, whether I plan on waking up or not. Last night I had a board meeting, went super late. I knew I wasn't waking up, but I still set my alarm. I don't do the making it easy part. I don't have to go through that routine, but I will still set my alarm to be consistent. So it goes off, my body wake up, turn it off, know how it is. Now I will know I pay for that throughout the day because of whatever it was. I mean, this was work related, but if I go out or, if I don't have my morning time, my day is changed. And I can tell my energy level, how I make decisions will all be affected by the time I woke up. So I try not to do it often, but when you can't control the circumstance, just make it consistent. And that will soon be the core of who you are. And you'll just wake up early because you wake up early, not because you have to. That's not because, I hate waking up early. It just became what you want to do. If you wake up and do something fun, I mean, there's no way you're going to get around that. So I've noticed my decisions. If I get what's in my head out on paper, I already won for the day because I feel like, one, I beat everybody else. Everyone else is still sleeping. No matter what I do, I won because everybody else is still sleeping. And if you want to be successful, almost every single person who's successful wakes up early. So I wake up early, I got to jump on you. Could be an hour jump, could be a 2-hour jump, but sometimes my day could be done with what I feel like I needed to accomplish before 8 a.m. And that's what sets you apart because then everything at that is bonus. Whatever I do, but when you start that way, you feel better, right? If you combine it with a thinking thing and an exercise, that will supercharge your day. And then you'll make better food choices. You'll make better choices with your kids. You'll make better choices in business. So I said, by looking at the time I woke up and how your day went, this is where you need to start looking and focusing your own life, right? What kind of day did you have? At the end of the day, think about your day. You can't control what happened. You'll never be able to control the type of events you experienced for the day, but you will be able to control how you responded. And you need to put everything in your favor to be responding the right way and the way that works best for you. So that's what this is all about. It's not about the time you wake up. It's about you finding your own rhythm. I found my rhythm and it's in waking up early. So I shared my hacks with you. But you can't control the events of the day. You just control how you respond to them. So you're going to have some shitty days. It is what it is. Why not put something in place that you're at least bulletproofing a little bit of your day because you're going to go into it with the right energy. So enjoy the 3 hacks. Hopefully they help you out. But if not, tell me what your biggest problem is waking up. Where do you struggle? What's your concern? Because I'd like to hear how other people have issues with it. And I know it was a struggle for me, but you're talking to someone who would be flipping around so much, like my body didn't know when to sleep. But you can make it happen if it's something you've wanted to do. If you want, try it. If not, maybe you're a late person. Still build your life around yourself, and you need to know where you make your best decisions and the type of day you have.